All right, Wrestle Nation, let's get into it. This is your Wrestlepalooza review from Saturday night. Sorry, I'm just now getting to it, but football yesterday, and I got kind of behind on the PLE Saturday night, so I had to pause it. So then the post show cut off on me because I had paused the live show and then went back into it later. Obviously got to let the dog out and all that stuff because I have a dog, and then get supper and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is your Wrestlepalooza review video. So let's get into it. Out of my predictions, I only got two of them right. I got Io Sky and Stephanie Valkyrie right for the Women's World Title. And then I got Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes right for the WWE Undisputed Championship. The other three I got wrong. So yeah, Cody Rhodes right and Stephanie Valkyrie right. So I went 2 and 3 in my predictions. Let's get into the matches. I ain't got much to say about the first match because that was just a travesty. I'm going to give Brock Lesnar and John Cena 1 out of 5 stars. That match was just horrid. Worst match I've ever seen. That may have been worse than the squash they had with Brock suplexing John 14 times a few years ago at SummerSlam. But yeah, this match was just horrid. 1 out of 4 stars. That was like a big FU to John Cena's retirement tour. So yeah, if I was John, I might just be done now. After the way he got treated for that After the way he got treated for that match. So 1 out of 4 stars for Brock Lesnar and John Cena. And that's all I got to say about that match. Next matchup, we had the Vision, which was Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus the Usos. It took me a while to get in this match because I was very, very ticked off with the John Cena Brock Lesnar. And it was just one of the things I was having trouble getting into the match. And this was a really great solid match. I got into it about halfway through the match. I started getting back into it a little bit. So by about halfway through, About halfway through this match, I finally got back into the card a little bit. So anyways, I'm going to give Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus the Usos. I'm going to give Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus the Usos a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought this was a solid match. The ending was great with the double spear by Braun to the Usos. Jay opening himself up when he hit Braun. I think it was when he hit Braun with the chair on the back of the chair, ricocheted and hit him in the head. That was pretty. It wasn't funny, but it was a pretty weird moment there. But yeah, I thought having I thought having Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed win this match was the right way to go. I know the Usos were just reuniting for the first time in a long time as far as a tag team, but this was the right way to go with this. So yeah, very solid match. Enjoyed it. 4 out of 5 stars for Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus the Usos. Loved everything about this match. They went the right way with it. The ending was the right thing to do. Who they had having Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker win this was the right way to go. Very solid match, good match, 4 out of 5 stars. Then our third matchup was Stephanie Valkyrie and Io Sky for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, which you know the story behind that. Naomi announced her pregnancy a while back, a few weeks ago. Naomi, better known as Trinity, is going to be having a baby. So, at Women's Evolution, we had Stephanie win the Royal Rumble, but we didn't know Naomi was pregnant at the time. We kind of figured when she got held off TV, but so Stephanie had already had a number 1 contender for that title after winning the Women's Evolution Royal Rumble. And then Io won another match where she became the number 1 contender to face Steph. I thought this was a banger of a match between Stephanie and Io. They've had 2 other matches on Raw, which were really, really good. And they were leaning towards a 5-star match until we had outside interference and they ended in no contest. But this was another banger between Stephanie and Io. I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5. Not quite a 5-star, but very close. 4.5 out of 5. From beginning to end, this match was evenly balanced. Stephanie showed a little bit of her dark side there. I wouldn't mind seeing Stephanie as a heel. I think she'd make a good heel. But Stephanie's dad being an audience made this even more special for her, probably. I will say I agree with Michael Cole that I think Io Sky at this point right now is the best women's wrestler on the planet in 2025 at this point. But yeah, classic matchup, another classic Io Sky matchup. I don't think I've ever seen a bad Io Sky match since she's been in WWE. The woman puts on bangers, whether it's with Stephanie or Rhea. I'm kind of hoping going forward we can get a Stephanie and Asuka feud. Or not Stephanie and Asuka feud. I'm hoping going forward we get an Asuka and Io feud. I think that would be, they'd put on some banger matches. But anyways, Io Sky and Stephanie get a 4 out of 5. Anyway, Stephanie Vakir and Io Sky get a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Banger of a match. Banger of a match there. They did their thing. Congratulations to Stephanie Vakir on becoming the new Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Looking forward to see where Stephanie and Io go. Looking forward to seeing where Stephanie and Io go from here. Sorry, guys, I was having a little bit of stuttering problem there. I forget what I'm going to say sometimes, but next matchup, we got, anyways, I'm looking forward to see where Io and Stephanie go from here. Next matchup, which was the fourth matchup, we had the mixed tag match between Seth Rollins. The fourth matchup, we had Stephanie. The fourth matchup, we had the mixed tag match, which was Seth Rollins and his wife, Becky Lynch, versus CM Punk and a returning AJ Lee. I'm going to give this match a 4 out of 5 stars. This was a very classic matchup, very good, solid matchup. From beginning to end, this match was done the right way, with Seth and Becky keeping AJ from tagging in. You know, I think by doing that, by booking it that way, that just added to the build-up when AJ did finally get in the ring, how well the crowd was going to explode. And they did the right thing here with that. And when she finally did get in the ring, it was electric. The roof came off the place. I mean, it was amazing. And AJ Lee has not lost a step. She looked really, really good. Normally, I would be mad at CM Punk beating Seth Rollins, whether solo or tag. I'm not a big... I used to like CM Punk. I did, but then he just kind of walked out on him and he talked bad about him. I just kind of lost all respect for him. But anyways, I'm trying to slowly start liking him. I just can't find myself liking him, but hopefully I'll get there. Anyways, this was a solid match. Very good. Very entertaining match from start to finish. Like I said, I'm giving Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee and CM Punk a 4.5. I'm giving the Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee and CM Punk a 4 out of 5 star match. From beginning to end, this match told the story it was supposed to tell. It did the job it was supposed to do. The outcome with AJ Lee winning this match, it was the only outcome that you should have had. We'll see where we go forward. I'd like to see AJ Lee have a feud with Becky Lynch for the IC title and eventually win that IC title. I'd be okay with that. So 4 out of 5 star match. 4 out of 5 stars for Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus CM Punk and AJ Lee. In our fifth and final matchup, we had Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes for the WWE. So the fifth and final matchup, we had Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Solid match from beginning to end. They did their job. Cody and Drew told the story they needed to tell. Thought this was a classic Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre match. I mean, not together, but the classic match for both of them. This is how most of their matches go. But anyways, with Drew trying to kick Cody's head in through the announce table, which he missed, hurt his leg, ended up collapsing in the ring. Cody picks up the win with a Cody Cutter and Crossroads. So 4 out of 5 star match for Cody and Drew McIntyre. Match of the night for me was... So anyways, guys, I'm going to have to continue this in a part 2. I'm sorry. But yeah, Cody Rhodes and Drew, 4 out of 5 stars.